All right, so are you ready to really nail that accommodation manager interview?
Let's do this.
Awesome. We've got all our RoleCatcher intel right here, ready to go.
Career guides, interview guides, even their AI
It's
tools.
like we've got all the cheat codes.
Think of this deep dive as your, secret weapon.
We're not just going to tell you what you're going to ask, but how to, totally crush those answers.
We're going to give you the tools to craft responses that will make them go, wow,
We need this person.
this is the one.
Exactly.
So one of the things that I find so fascinating about the role of an accommodation manager is that it's really evolved.
It's so much more than it used to be.
Yeah, it's not just like the day-to-day operations anymore.
Right, like checking people in and making sure the rooms are clean.
And this RoleCatcher Career Guide, I mean, it really hits the nail on the head when it talks about the impact of technology.
Oh, yeah. Technology has been a game changer for, every industry.
Absolutely. You're a strategist now.
You're, crunching numbers.
You're a marketing whiz.
You're doing it all.
But at the same time, you're still ensuring these amazing guest experiences.
It sounds exhausting.
It can be, but
Rewarding, I
it's
guess.
so rewarding.
So before we jump into the questions,
Yes.
let's paint a picture for our listener about what a day in the life of an accommodation manager actually looks like.
Okay, so picture this. You are overseeing a whole bunch of different departments.
Like what?
Housekeeping, reception, maintenance.
Okay.
You're even dipping your toes into sales and marketing.
Wow, so you're really doing it all.
And because the hospitality industry is always buzzing,
Always on
you
it.
need to be adaptable,
Quick on your feet.
fast-paced decisions, interacting with everyone,
Everyone.
staff, guests, suppliers.
Okay, so people skills are super important.
Essential. And and did I mention the tech side of things?
Oh yeah, there's got to be a ton of technology involved.
Booking systems, CRM software, you name it.
So it sounds like a wild ride,
It is.
but also super rewarding if you thrive in that kind of environment.
Exactly. And that's exactly what you want to showcase in your interview.
Yeah, they need to know that you can handle it.
They need to see you've got the skills, but also the passion and resilience.
To really nail it.
Yes, to really excel in this role.
All right, well, let's dive into some questions then.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm looking at the RoleCatcher interview guide here.
Yeah.
And the first one is a classic. What inspired you to pursue a career in accommodation management?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It seems straightforward.
It does.
But I bet there's a trick to really making your answer stand out.
Absolutely, you're right. It can be a trap.
How so?
A lot of people give these super generic responses like, well,
Wow.
I love working with people, or I'm passionate about hospitality.
Right, those are good answers, but
But they don't tell us anything unique about you.
it doesn't make you stand out.
Exactly. This is your chance to share what truly sparked your interest in the field.
So tell the story.
Yes, tell a story. Was there a specific experience, a moment,
That aha moment.
yes, that made you think, this is it?
This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
So instead of just saying, I love working with people,
Right.
maybe I talk about a time that I helped a traveler who was really stressed
Yeah.
and how a small act of kindness totally turned their day around.
I love that. Or since we were talking earlier about how technology is changing the game,
Oh, yeah.
maybe you could talk about how you're fascinated by how hotels use technology to create seamless guest experiences.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Make it personal, make it memorable.
Remember, first impressions matter.
They do.
And this is how you set the tone for the whole interview.
Oh, for sure.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher can give you AI-powered feedback on your answer.
Oh, that's right.
It analyzes your response
And helps you tailor it.
to the specific job you're going for.
That's a game changer.
I know, it's incredible.
Okay, let's move on to question number 2.
Hmm.
How would you prioritize tasks in a busy day?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I can only imagine the to-do list of an accommodation manager.
It's never ending.
It must be a mile long. You're not wrong, and this is where they're testing your organizational skills.
Oh, for sure.
They want to see that you can stay calm, cool, and collected under pressure.
Right, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't just say you're good at multitasking.
Right.
Show them how you do it.
So give a specific example.
Yes. Do you use a specific method?
Maybe a to-do list app or something?
Yeah, exactly. Do you leverage technology to stay on top of everything?
So it's not just about saying, I can handle it.
Right.
It's about showing them exactly how you'd approach it.
I love that.
Okay, that makes total sense.
No, getting things done is important, but so is dealing with the unexpected.
Oh, yeah. Things are going to go wrong.
Absolutely. And question number 3 gets right to that. How do you manage conflict between guests or staff members?
Oh, the dreaded conflict question.
I know, right?
Bound to come up.
Especially in an environment like this.
Where you're dealing with so many different
So
people,
many of your personalities.
so many different situations.
Exactly. And it's not just about resolving the conflict, it's about how you do it.
Right. Like, are you screaming at people?
Exactly. They're looking for someone who can stay level-headed,
Cool.
listen empathetically.
Understand where everyone's coming from.
Yes, and find solutions that work for everyone.
So instead of just saying, I try to mediate,
Yeah,
maybe I walk them through a specific situation.
I love that.
Like maybe a time when I dealt with a difficult guest
Perfect.
or disagreement between two members.
Yes, and break down the steps you took the outcome.
What you learned from the whole experience.
Exactly. That kind of storytelling makes your answer way more impactful.
It shows that you can think on your feet,
It also shows you can learn and grow from challenging situations.
which is something that every employer wants to see.
Absolutely.
And I bet RoleCatcher's AI could give me feedback on how I'm framing those stories
Oh, you bet it can analyze your language, your tone,
and even suggest improvements.
to make your answer even stronger.
That's amazing. All right, let's move on to question number 4 then. How do you ensure that your properties meet health and safety standards?
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah, this feels important.
This one's crucial. You're not just showcasing your knowledge of the rules here.
You're showing them that you actually care.
You're demonstrating a genuine commitment to guest and staff well-being.
Which is super important.
Absolutely. Be ready to talk about regulations, proactive measures, and your overall approach to maintaining a safe environment.
So instead of just saying, I'd follow all the regulations,
Yeah.
maybe I could talk about a specific initiative I led
Yes.
to improve safety,
I love that.
or a time I went above and beyond to address a potential hazard before it even became an issue.
Now you're thinking strategically. It shows you're not just checking boxes.
I'm actually trying to make things better.
Yes, you're actively looking for ways to make things better. Remember, it's all about showcasing your leadership potential.
Got it. All right, now let's face it. No matter how amazing a property is, things don't always go perfectly.
That's true.
So question number 5 tackles that head on. How do you handle a situation where a guest is dissatisfied with their stay?
Ooh, the dreaded unhappy guest.
It's going to happen.
This is where your customer service superpowers come into play.
Right.
Empathy is key here.
Understanding where they're coming from.
Yes, you need to show them you can understand the guest's frustration and address their concerns.
In a way that makes them feel heard.
Yes, heard and valued.
Like you actually care.
Exactly.
So could you give me an example of how I might structure a response to this one?
Absolutely. You could talk about a time you successfully turned a negative experience into a positive one.
Oh, I like that.
Maybe you went above and beyond to fix the issue.
Yeah.
Or you found a creative solution that exceeded their expectations.
So like you really wowed them.
Exactly. Highlight the steps you took, the outcome, and what you learned from it.
It's all about turning that frown upside down.
I love that.
All right, let's move on to question number 6 then. How do you manage a team of staff members?
Ooh, this one's all about leadership.
It seems like it's all about your leadership style.
Exactly. They want to see how you motivate, delegate, give feedback, and create a positive work environment.
So lots of people skills again.
Absolutely. Think of a time you led a team to crush a goal.
Like a time that your team totally rocked it.
Yes. What was your approach? How did you communicate and collaborate with everyone?
So instead of just listing off leadership qualities, I should really paint a picture of how I put them into practice.
I love that.
Got it.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can help you fine-tune your answer,
Oh, that's right.
making sure you're conveying those leadership skills effectively. It's like having a personalized coach in your pocket.
Okay, amazing. All right, question number 7 then. How do you stay up to date with industry trends and developments?
Ooh, keeping up with the times.
Yeah, this one feels like it's testing my passion for the field.
It absolutely is. The hospitality landscape is constantly changing, and they want to see that you're actively learning and adapting.
Right, so you're not like stuck in the past.
Exactly. Think about specific trends you've been following, conferences you've attended, maybe even a thought-provoking article you read.
So instead of just saying I read industry magazines,
Yeah.
I could talk about a specific trend that excites me or a conference that I learned a ton from.
I love that. Basically show them you're not just keeping up, you're genuinely interested in what's next.
I'm on the cutting edge.
Exactly. Now let's not forget the numbers.
Oh, right. Got to talk about money.
Question number 8 gets into the financial side of things. How do you manage budgets and financial targets for your properties?
All right, time to showcase those money management skills.
Yes, this is where you show them you understand budgets, financial reports, and cost control.
So like spreadsheets.
Exactly. Think about a time you successfully managed a budget or even implemented a cost-saving initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Be ready to discuss your process and highlight any positive outcomes.
So it's not enough to just say, I'm good with numbers.
Right.
I need to back it up with concrete examples.
Absolutely. Show, don't tell. And guess what? RoleCatcher's AI can help you frame your answer in a way that really highlights your analytical skills and financial savvy.
Okay, cool.
It can even suggest specific metrics or data to include.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
I know, it's amazing.
Okay, question number 9 takes us back to the guest experience. How do you ensure that your properties provide a positive guest experience?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
This one's all about going beyond the basics. It's not just about a clean room and a comfortable bed.
It's about creating an experience.
Yes, an experience they'll remember and rave about.
So instead of just saying, I'd provide excellent customer service,
Right.
maybe I could talk about a specific initiative I implemented to enhance the guest experience.
Yes.
Like maybe introducing a new amenity.
I love that.
Or personalizing the check-in process.
Or creating a unique welcome gift.
So many possibilities.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. Think about what makes a guest experience truly special and how you can bring those elements to your property.
All right, last question in the set. How do you manage risk and ensure compliance with regulations?
Ooh, this is a big one.
This feels important.
This is where you showcase your attention to detail and understanding of the rules and responsibilities that come with managing a property.
So, knowing all the rules.
Be ready to discuss your process for identifying potential risks, implementing preventative measures, and ensuring everything's up to code.
So it's not just about knowing the rules, it's about showing them. I actively apply them,
Yes.
and I take steps to prevent problems before they happen.
Precisely. And remember, RoleCatcher has a treasure trove of information on industry regulations and best practices. Use it to your advantage.
Okay, this has been so insightful. We've covered a ton, but there's still more to unpack when it comes to nailing this interview.
Oh, yeah. We've got more to talk about.
So join us for part 2, where we'll dive into career progression, hands-on experience, and even those certifications that can give you an edge. Don't miss it.
I can't wait. Welcome back
We're back.
for more Accommodation Manager interview prep.
Yeah, we're diving even deeper.
Using these amazing RoleCatcher resources.
So last time we talked about those tough interview questions.
Yeah, like the really hard-hitting ones.
But how do you really make your answers stand out?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, everyone preps for interviews, right?
They do, but this is where RoleCatcher's AI tools become your secret weapon.
Okay.
It's not just about having the right answers.
It's about how you deliver them.
It's about presenting them in a way that resonates with the specific job and company culture. And RoleCatcher helps you do just that.
Okay, so I'm intrigued. How does that actually work?
So you upload the job description,
Okay.
and RoleCatcher analyzes it.
It reads it.
It identifies the key skills and experience they're looking for.
Oh, wow.
And then when you practice your answers,
Okay.
the AI provides feedback on how well you're addressing those specific requirements.
So it's like having a personalized coach
Yes.
who knows exactly what the employer's looking for.
Exactly. It's incredible.
That's amazing.
It can even help you tailor your language and tone to match the company culture.
Oh, wow.
Remember, it's all about demonstrating that you're not just a good fit for the role,
But a good fit for the company.
that a good fit for the organization as a whole.
Yeah, like you're going to be part of their team.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
Now that we've aced the interview, let's talk about the future.
Oh, yeah. What's next?
This RoleCatcher Career Guide has a whole section on advancing in the field.
Okay.
So where can an accommodation manager go from here?
Well, the great thing about this career path is that there are so many opportunities for growth.
Really?
You could move into a more senior management position, like a general manager or a regional manager.
Oh, wow.
You could even specialize in a particular area like revenue management or sales.
So you're not limited?
You're not limited at all. The guide also mentions that many accommodation managers go on to start their own businesses or consultancies.
Oh, wow. So you could even be your own boss one day.
Exactly. The sky's the limit.
But how do you actually make those moves?
That's a good question.
The guide talks about showcasing your capabilities and networking opportunities.
Right.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Of course. So showcasing your capabilities means building a portfolio of your accomplishments.
Like keeping track of all the awesome things you've done.
Exactly. Maybe you implemented a successful cost-saving initiative, or you spearheaded a project that significantly improved guest satisfaction.
Those are good examples.
Document those wins and be prepared to share them.
I see.
As for networking, attending industry conferences and joining professional associations can help you build relationships and learn from others in the field.
So it's not just what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly. The hospitality industry is all about connections and relationships.
I see.
The more people you know and the more you learn, the more opportunities will come your way.
Okay, so it's all about being proactive and putting yourself out there.
Exactly.
Let's circle back to interview prep for a moment. This RoleCatcher guide also mentions the importance of gaining hands-on experience.
Yes, experience is key.
What are some ways that you can get that experience even before applying for a management role?
Well, the guide suggests internships or part-time jobs in hospitality establishments.
So like working at the front desk.
Exactly. It can be anything from working at the front desk to helping with event planning. Any exposure to the industry is valuable.
So even if it's not a management position,
Right.
any experience in the industry is valuable.
Absolutely. It shows that you have a genuine interest in the field and that you're willing to start from the ground up.
And you're not afraid to get your hands dirty.
Exactly. It also gives you a chance to learn the ins and outs of the industry from the front lines.
That makes a lot of sense.
And you can see how everything works together.
So the guide also mentions several certifications
Yes.
that can like boost your credentials.
Oh, yeah. Those are important.
Can you talk about those a little bit?
Sure, there are certifications like the Certified Hospitality Supervisor, the Certified Hotel Administrator, and the Certified Hospitality Revenue Manager.
Those are a mouthful.
They are, but these certifications demonstrate your knowledge and expertise in specific areas of the industry,
Okay.
which can be a huge asset when applying for management roles.
A show that you're serious.
They show potential employers that you're serious about your career and committed to professional development.
So it's worth investing in those certifications even if they're not required for the job.
They can definitely give you a competitive edge.
Okay. That's good to know.
Now, one thing to keep in mind,
What's that?
the guide mentions that accommodation managers often work long and irregular hours,
Oh, yeah.
including evenings, weekends, and holidays.
That's a pretty demanding schedule.
It is. It's definitely something to consider before pursuing this career path.
So how do you handle that kind of work-life balance?
That's a great question. The hospitality industry is team under 4/7. So flexibility and adaptability are key.
So you got to be willing to work when needed.
Exactly.
But what's the secret to not getting completely burnt out?
That's a good question. It's all about setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and having a supportive team.
So having people that you can rely on.
Exactly. And it's also important to be passionate about what you do.
Yeah, if you love your job, it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly. If you love the industry and the work,
Yeah,
it doesn't feel as much like a sacrifice.
that makes sense.
So it's finding that balance.
It sounds like a challenging but ultimately rewarding career
It is.
if you have the right mindset and support system.
Absolutely.
Anything else we should cover in this section?
I think we've touched upon all the essential aspects for now.
Okay.
Remember, thorough preparation and the right resources like those provided by RoleCatcher are your keys to success in this exciting field.
Awesome. Well, this has been so insightful, but wait, there's more. In part 3 of this deep dive, we'll explore some specific examples of how you can tailor your answers to different types of accommodation manager roles, whether you're applying for a boutique hotel, a large resort, or even a cruise ship. All right, welcome back to our deep dive into acing that accommodation manager interview.
We're in the home stretch now.
We've talked about understanding the role, those tricky interview questions.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
But now it's time to get like laser focused
Yes.
and tailor those answers to different types of properties.
Because a boutique hotel is very different from a massive resort.
Exactly. You're right. It's all about showing them that you understand their unique needs and how you can fit into their world.
Absolutely.
So let's say I'm going for that charming boutique hotel position. How do I make my answers resonate with that like intimate, personalized vibe?
Okay, so boutique hotels, they really thrive on creating a sense of place,
Okay.
offering like bespoke services.
Unique.
Yes, and forging connections with the local community.
So it's all about that local feel.
Exactly. So when they ask about your approach to guest experience, instead of just like general customer service principles, highlight how you'd personalize interactions. Maybe even mention offering curated local experiences.
Oh, I like that it shows I'm not just reciting a script.
Exactly.
I'm actually thinking about their unique selling points.
You get it.
What if I could share an example from my past where I went above and beyond to create a memorable stay for a guest,
Yeah,
and I tailored it to their specific interests.
that's brilliant. That kind of storytelling demonstrates you understand what makes boutique hotels special.
Okay, cool. So let's shift gears a little bit and talk about large resorts.
Okay, yes.
That feels like a whole different ballgame.
It is. Resorts are all about managing a huge range of amenities, activities, entertainment options.
So much going on,
So efficiency and organization are absolutely crucial.
I bet.
When they ask about prioritizing tasks, emphasize your ability to handle a high volume of responsibilities. Maybe even talk about using technology to streamline processes.
To keep everything running smoothly.
Exactly. So instead of just saying, I can handle it,
Right.
you're showing them, I can handle it at scale.
Okay, love it.
Yeah.
All right. What if I'm dreaming of working on a cruise ship?
Oh, cruise ships.
That's like a unique work environment.
Cruise ships are a world of their own. It's a 247 operation.
Oh, eyes on.
Constantly changing guest population from all walks of life.
Wow.
You need to showcase adaptability, resilience,
Okay.
and a passion for creating a fun and engaging atmosphere,
No matter what.
no matter what challenges come your way.
So when they ask about conflict resolution, maybe I could talk about a time I had to diffuse a situation between guests from different cultures
Oh, that's perfect.
and highlight my sensitivity and diplomacy skills.
Yes, it shows you can navigate diverse perspectives and maintain a positive environment even in the middle of the ocean.
Right.
Maybe you could even share an example of how you creatively solved a problem on board, demonstrating your resourcefulness in a dynamic, ever-changing setting.
So it's all about painting a picture of how I'd thrive in their specific environment.
Oh, got it.
Okay, cool. And remember, tailoring your answers isn't about making things up.
No.
It's about emphasizing the aspects of your experience and skills that are most relevant to that particular role.
And RoleCatcher's AI can help you analyze the job description
That's right.
and identify those key areas to focus on.
It's like having a cheat sheet for success.
It really is.
This has been so helpful.
Uh,
What's like the one key takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with today?
Preparation is everything.
Okay.
Use all the resources you have, like those amazing RoleCatcher guides. Practice those answers and let your personality shine through. You got this.
Awesome. And remember, it's not just about landing the job. It's about finding the perfect fit for you. So go out there, ace that Accommodation Manager interview, and embark on an exciting journey in the world of hospitality.